Is it happening?
Holy shit, welcome back to Crypto Rosetta. Bitcoin is above 24,300 as at time of recording right now. Welcome back to the show. As ever, if you're brand new on the channel, go ahead and subscribe, folks. And if you enjoyed this content, smash that like, we really do appreciate it. I'm here with IK. We've met up, it's been another crazy day. I've been running around town wondering where the hell he is. He's finally appeared, and yeah, as we're happening, Bitcoin is absolutely popping. What is going on in the market right now?
Has the bull run begun?
I'm not sure, bro. I don't think it's happening,
I don't think it's happening. I don't think this is right.
What do you think, folks? If you think the bull run has begun, leave us a comment below, but I think this is a scam pump continuing. What's going on?
100%. 100%. Hidden bearish divergence everywhere. Check the volume out. In our AMA a little while ago, we had the Elliott-wave theory lessons with Savage, and he thinks we might still be going up to 25 or 26,000. It's very possible.
Well, we have been talking on the show about that, potential of that fifth wave up. That we still think that, that doesn't mean that the bottom's in. We can still get lower lows and get that high. So is that happening right now? Very possible.
I think it's actually happening. I think that's exactly what's happening. It's going to be, there's going to be a whole load of retail coming back into the market and getting destroyed again.
But folks, what is actually really interesting, so time of recording, Bitcoin just around 24,300 right now. But interesting, Ethereum has not gone to a new high yet, and I know a lot of the altcoins aren't really running with it right now, so I think that's quite telling. Still a bit of fear in the market, potential. I mean, we're seeing the likes of like Phantom still not, setting new high. We know some of these altcoins absolutely ripped up to sort of last week, 2 weeks ago. They're not setting new highs yet, so I think this is a really key moment right now, rather, that in the next 2 days, are we going to see higher highs on altcoins? Now, Bitcoin, like I said, 24,300. If we get $25,000 Bitcoin, I think we're going to see those new highs on altcoins, right?
Right, guys, if you've been watching Savage's videos, for all the coins that we're watching as a channel, you'll be, noticing TA on all the coins that playing out exactly how he's been charting this out,
Yeah, he has, potentially been showing that the high could be in for some of these altcoins, but likewise, equally could get that extra wave up that, potentially Bitcoin is having now. Now, this is kind of really interesting because, again, we're seeing more stable coins minted, and that is exactly what, caused this initial pump on Bitcoin. Now, we know what's going on with the Paxos treasury. We know that potentially not getting that further BUSD pump, but now USDC is getting pumped, and it just seems like these whales, these institutions, they're on any dirty move right now, folks.
I know.
And this is where you got to watch out. Be careful. Obviously, stick to your plan. If you've been dollar cost averaging in, you're in position. That's absolutely fine. Again, can't give you financial advice, but what I would say is, if you're not sure if the bottom's in or not, just have that stop loss in below. You can no harm in having a manual stop loss in, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you have to have a stop loss in place, in my opinion. If you don't, that's how you're going to get destroyed. If you are just hodling, then you use a DCA method that you stick to and have a plan.
We are seeing a good bounce on some though. Obviously, we are seeing a bit of a recovery on BNB. Obviously, I've just mentioned that we know there was a bit of Binance fraud. It did dip, but it's now up 6.5% on the day. It's recaptured $315. I'm just going down the list here. XRP's up 5.4. We've got ADA up at 4. Now, I know a lot of the guys in the Discord are really keen on the ADA price because you need that ADA for the NFT. So I appreciate that the NFT is actually going up in price. That's the NFT for our lifetime membership. So some guys might be looking for a dip there, but the ones who've already bought in thinking maybe it might time.
Thank you.
We really do appreciate your support on that. Now, what else is going up? Yeah, we've got Doge up 6%, Polygon Matic 5%. Polygon Matic's an interesting one. I want to talk about this one because that has been one of the best performers in the bear market. We've seen, holding that above $1.30 right now.
Yeah. Strong project. It's always done. It's done really well. Last bull run, it did really well. I think it's going to do phenomenally well.
Now, that is one I potentially got wrong, folks. I am expecting lower lows across the vast majority of altcoins. However, the bottom could actually be in for Polygon Matic, potentially. I'm not saying it's definitely confirmed yet, but I actually bought some down at 32 cents, which potentially was the bottom. I didn't actually think I was buying the bottom there. I thought I was just buying the move. I obviously sold out too early, and I no longer hold that Matic, which I really wish I did. But it's just one of those ones. Look, I can't complain. I made some profit on it. It is what it is. But I'm not buying it now. I would still wait for a significant pullback. Again, not financial advice, but that's just what I would be doing.
And I do believe there'll be a nice retrace where you can, if you want to, DCA into the projects. I mean, Polkadot as well. I'm looking at Chainlink. There's quite a few that I will be DCAing soon. HBAR again, we've got a fantastic following. Algorand as well. Quant, there's quite a few that we're looking at as a channel.
You guys really love a bit of HBAR and Algorand
they do.
on this channel.
They really
yeah,
do.
Let's have a look what's been going on the stock market, because it's been a bit of an odd one, because this is one of those funny old days. We normally see a pullback on the DXY, which is normally bullish for Bitcoin. However,
but they're both going to the moon right now.
the DXY has also, pumped today. We've seen it get back over 104. It's currently about 103.9 at the moment, so it's not really dropping. It's closing, up on the day by the looks of things here. So a bit of a funny day. We're seeing pumps everywhere.
Yeah.
The only thing that's dumping is a bit of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
That's obviously why the DXY is remaining bullish. So Dow Jones on the day pretty flat, to be honest, folks. Likewise for the S&P, little bit in the green, but Bitcoin is running with the Nasdaq. So again, we're seeing a pump on riskier assets. Nasdaq look like it's closing about 1% up on the day.
Now, Joe, why are you actually looking at the Nasdaq? What's correlated? Why are you actually checking this out? People asking us in Discord, why do you check S&P 500 and Nasdaq are doing? Can you explain?
No, that's a good question. Well, out of the three of the major indexes there, I would say it's undoubtedly that Bitcoin is mostly correlated with the Nasdaq. Reason being is because they are seen as essentially riskier assets, mostly made of tech stocks, of course, and a lot of people see Bitcoin as technology, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a commodity, but is it a tech stock? We know it's its own thing, it's crypto, right? But if you're comparing it to the major indexes, that's probably the one that it kind of fits most in. Now, in terms of looking at the overall economy and the economic situation, I would say you look at the Dow Jones or the SP 500. I actually think the Dow Jones is, more obviously showing is the major index of the US stock market, whereas the SP 500 is just the 500 largest companies. Yeah. So they're kind of two averages to kind of get a base on. But sometimes we do see funny days where S&P 500, like the likes of your Googles, your Apples, your Amazons, whatever, have absolute rip days. But then commodities and other banks and things that are in the Dow Jones have a bit of a pullback. So for me, Dow Jones is kind of gives you that wider picture on what the economics are. But if you're looking for where the pump might come from, Nasdaq is the one in terms of Bitcoin and crypto, right?
Now the dollar index, okay, the DXY. Why do you look at the DXY? This is we've been saying this for a long time. Before some of these YouTubers, they watch us and they learn, or we've educated them. Why do you look at the DXY?
Well, the dollar index is essentially just showing the strength of the US dollar, okay? And essentially, the higher it is the more kind of dollars that are being, saved up, and that's essentially what it's all about. So the lower the DXY is, the more dollars are being spent, and those dollars are going elsewhere, i.e., going into riskier assets, okay? Going into the Nasdaq, going into Bitcoin, also potentially going into other commodities, other stores of value, other currencies or gold, etc. Now, we've seen the dump on the DXY that gave Bitcoin a bit of a run back up, and we also seen that pump on gold. So a lot of money was moving around US dollar to gold. Now we're seeing the drop on gold. That is why the DXY is looking bullish. However, I do think if the DXY gets even more bullish from here and goes to those higher targets that I still think are very much in play of 120 to 122 that I've had for over 12 months, that is going to be bearish for crypto. And I think if we get that open and close above 105, I do think we're going to start to see a reversal. So it might be confusing people a bit today. Hang on, the DXY is pumping, but so is Bitcoin. What on earth's going on? The DXY will get to a stage where it starts to get to, you're going to see an effect on risk assets. You're going to see that money coming out.
Well, look, really appreciate you explaining that. Lots of people have been asking why, so there's your answer. You articulated it in a really, really easy manner. Now, look, Joe, we as a channel, Joe and I are definitely not buying anything at the moment. We're only trading, right? 25% of our bags we use for trading. Now, what projects are you looking at? What are you going to be considering on buying? Obviously not now, when we think the time is right. What projects are you looking into personally?
Well, we've just set up the brand new trading zone on the channel. Again, if you want to get involved with that, links in the description for our affiliate links, which you need to use, and also to come into the Discord and sign up for the trading zone. But essentially, kind of what I am looking at the minute, I'm still seeing the resistance on a lot of altcoins. I mean, there's a lot of altcoins potentially still short to the downside here. When shorting, again, I always say that tight stop loss risk management is so important. Reason being is because you should have, in my opinion, you should use, even tighter risk management than, when going long. Reason being is for when you're going long, you've got infinite upside, right, folks? When you're going short, there's only so much price action can go down to zero, right? There's only so far it can go down. So, coins been looking at the minute. Yes, big fans of HBAR on the channel. That's why we've been putting a lot of HBAR videos out. However, I do think that, we are going to see a pullback on HBAR because it's had a good run. a lot of these altcoins, Phantom, H-bar, etc. These ones that we've been covering a lot, we're seeing these kind of 3-4x off the bottom now, folks. Even if you're bullish, you think the bottom's in, which is absolutely fine. Again, leave us a comment. Leave us a comment below. Exactly, that's it. There's going to be a pullback. There's going to be a healthy correction at some stage. So what I'm saying is when you're getting into these short positions, folks, you may stop out. You may have to keep stopping out a few times. It's very hard to guess and time when those. When these good runs come to an end, but you've got to think that they're going to come to an end and there's going to be a correction that you will be able to make some money trading to the downside at some
stage.
If
you miss the bottom, don't worry. Look, no one really will catch the bottom. You just have to see it, just a reversal pattern playing out, okay? It's really important that you actually understand that, because the last thing you do is jump into the market and pulling back even further, and then you're going to be regretting it. So if you are DCAing, just keep DCAing. If you're a long-term holder, and you believe in crypto, which we do, we're very long-term bullish, it's a perfect time to actually DCA. That's how I look at it.
Now, other coins that I am potentially seeing, grinding to the downside, in my opinion, Aptos. I think Litecoin's another interesting one as well. Off the bottom, $40, currently at 105. Again, could that carry on up to $110, $115? Absolutely, but I do think there is going to be a healthy pullback on Litecoin. Let's have a look. Looking down the list here, folks. Let's have a look. The Graph as well. Graph has been on a decent run as well. Just having a look at this. Any been on? Oh, look how
that's nice. Yeah,
I haven't seen this one. Mina up 46%, but I'm not sure if you can short that one. I'll have to kind of look into that one. But there's plenty of these coins on BYBIT. Again, if you're trading on BYBIT, we've got our affiliate link in the description below. Come and sign up. That's how you get involved in our trading zone, right? So yeah, there's plenty of opportunities I think coming up in this market.
No, 100%, 100%. Now, talking about our Patreon, okay, so you've got 3 options. One is a trader tier, which is £10 a month. You also need to sign up to our affiliate link to actually gain access. You then actually have a Club Rosetta, where you get all the TA requests, weekly AMAs, the whole lot. And then you have the full package, where you can actually learn Elliott-wave theory, get everything, whatever you need to learn in crypto, you have all of it in there. Twice a week, we have Savage teaching Elliott-wave to everybody, and he teaches in such an easy manner. Anyone will get it. Very, very easy to understand. Then what we've done is, many people have requested this. We actually created an NFT mint. It's a pre-sale happening at the moment, 1,050 ADA. So people are actually getting a bit of a bargain at the moment. You never have to pay a membership ever again for the lifetime of it. There's only 500 being minted. So be quick. We've actually sold, I think, just over 220 now. So they're actually going fairly quickly. So
it was another 10 today at least.
Another 10. Well, there you go. So they actually, and people actually understand the value of it. I think for the sake of a full package, 8 or so months, that's what it would essentially cost you, right? You actually get a whole lifetime free access to Discord. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Now, I want to ask you, because where do you think this market is going at the minute? Because we've just seen Bitcoin set a higher high. Do you think it's going to roll over quickly from here, or what are you thinking? What's your
ultimately, I want the market to turn bullish. Joe's bearish most of the time, but he can be an awesome bull when the time's right. I need it to be bullish. I want it to be bullish, but I have to be realistic. I think it's going to roll over, and we may potentially see lower lows. I do believe that. I mean, some of the structures that we're seeing in the charts, it's not playing out. This is unnatural. It's purely unnatural.
What I want to say, folks, is that I still remain, primary expectation bearish until proven otherwise, until invalidation comes, and we've not seen that invalidation yet. Now, if we get that weekly candle, not daily, weekly, very important. If we get that weekly open and close above 25,000,
then we can start being bullish.
Potentially, that's when we're kind of going to look for a pullback, and then potentially there's some value, I believe, in dollar cost averaging. There is that potential. You can still get anything can happen in crypto, right? You can still get lower lows, but I think the probability of that happening just becomes less, and that's what it's all about. So it's all a game of probability at the minute, but I'm waiting to see if we get that open and close. If we get rejected here or anytime soon, folks, still bearish primary expectation, lower lows inbound.
Yeah, 100%. Fully aligned with you there, my friend. And so is the channel. Most of our Discord, most people are following Savage's TA, and that's where we'll probably end up going.
Now, I also want to say thank you for those who've bought CryptComms tickets recently.
Oh, yes.
If anyone's not actually aware of what CryptComms is, check out cryptcoms.com. We've got got a active competition running. Your chance to win £10,000 worth of cryptocurrency, and we just can't wait to give away this prize. People have been buying tickets. There's only 4,000 tickets available. We've just sold approximately a third of the tickets have already gone for this competition. And the beauty of this prize, folks, is you can, if you win it, if you're the lucky winner, you can decide to have whatever cryptocurrency you want, £10,000 worth.
And what happened in the last bull run? 20-30x easy, right? £10,000, £200,000-300,000 at the end. Wow, what else you want? And sorry, Joe, the beauty of this, Popeye was the actual owner. He was a partner, co-founder with Joe. Popeye actually is obviously no longer in the scene. He's lost his eyesight because of an accident. I've actually invested with Joe now, so we are both joint owners. Okay, so we're running this. You know, we cannot influence who the winner is. It's all done by a third party. Going to the website explains exactly how a winner is chosen. It's all transparent. I hope the winner is going to be somewhere in a warm country, so we get a bit of a holiday out of this. Get to meet the person. You know, you can have a bank transfer if you want. If you don't believe in crypto, you can have half bank transfer and half in crypto. The choice is absolutely yours.
Yeah, that's the absolute beauty of the prize. I mean, there's so many, potential options. It's basically, if you're the lucky winner, you tell us what you want, and that's what you get.
Yep, and it'll be either bank transfer or it'll be an ether scan. Everything will be fully transparent.
Yeah, amazing. Can't wait. I'm just, bro, I'm actually buzzing to give this prize.
I can't wait for this. I actually can't wait to actually give these prizes away. I actually can't wait, guys. Buy these tickets. Let's get the community rich, right? Let's make this happen for everybody. Let's make as many millionaires as possible together. I can't wait. Imagine winning, and then the next bull run we have an interview with you. Oh, it's gonna be great.
And again, regards CryptComms, again, it's all happening in our Discord, right?
Yeah.
We let everyone know. We keep everyone up to date what's happening in CryptComms in the Discord.
Yeah, and also for those the ones who are a step ahead of others, who are actually doing really well at the moment, there's an affiliate program for CryptComms. Whatever ticket you sell, you earn 15% of any sales that you generate. So come along, go onto a website, sign up as an affiliate. You can actually make money out of this too.
Right, let's get back just to the markets a sec, because this is really interesting. Again, it looks like they've parked it. The whales are parking it at the minute as we're on here, 24,300. Oh, this is going to be an interesting night. We're coming up to, essentially, we're getting quite late night here now, so we're coming up to the daily
early morning.
We're coming up to the daily close, folks. I think, if this closes above at a new high, I think there's going to be a bit of FOMO in the morning.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be interesting, right?
Well, obviously, we're going to see what the Far East does first. Are the Far East going to dump it? Are the Far East going to continue this pump? We could wake up tomorrow, bro, and this could be above 25,000.
Very, very easily. It can happen. When FOMO kicks in, money's coming in. We are just over $1 trillion market cap. Where are we now?
Market cap is 1.1 now,
yeah,
so we've seen
yeah.
resistance at 1 trillion. We're now back up to 1.1. That's up. The whole market cap's up 6% on the day.
6% the entire market.
That's significant.
Yeah, it's impressive.
I think
it's what FOMO does.
This is going to be, really key now, because let's talk about other YouTubers, because we've got the likes of, Crypto Savvy. Again, he's kind of aligned similar to myself. Again, nothing's invalidated, still expecting lower lows. And then we've got the likes of, we've got Crypto Banter, we've got Crypto Rover, we've got Carl the Moon. All these guys are calling the bottom in. They're pretty certain. So there's going to be winners. We are like at a critical stage of this market now. There's going to be winners and losers, right?
Absolutely. And when we need to turn bullish, we'll turn bullish. Joe the Bear will become Joe the Bull. So that's going to be entertaining. We're going to have some real banter then.
Not yet, folks.
Not yet.
The time.
Just not yet.
Not for me.
Good things come to those who wait. Well, guys, thanks very much for watching. It's been a pleasure, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. See you again.